Hi friend, I am Lee Keckner and welcome to day number 1 of my favorite 33-day series I have done so far. This series is called Coming Home and it's 33 days of self-care. I want to tell you a little bit about the structure of how this is going to happen. Each thing will be probably around 10 minutes. I'm going to try and keep it to that. I'll try and keep it to 10 minutes. I will say welcome. I will tell what day we're on. Then I will do 3 grounding breaths with you guys. Then we will jump into the topic, usually followed by a personal story and then a prayer. And then I will say goodbye and you can get off if you would like to at that point, and keep it short. And if you would like to stay on and interact with me after, you are welcome to do that as well. Whatever fits best. And if you can't make it live for any reason, they will reside on my Facebook page, my Lee Keckner page, and you can watch them at your leisure. And people ask, why 33? And so I just want to let you know, if you haven't done one of these before, 33 is my favorite number. 33 is how old I was when I had my first child and almost died. 33 is how old Jesus was when he died, and I really like how he walked the earth with compassion. I was going to say compassion and balls. He did, but with compassion and love. I really like how he loved and welcomed and connected with and touched everyone he interacted with, he saw, that he met, with no judgment, and that just warms my heart. Also, they say if you do something for 30 days, it starts to create new neural pathways in your brain. You can literally change the makeup of your brain by doing something new, positive, and doing it repetitively. If you do something over 33 days, it solidifies those new neural pathways. So 33 is my favorite number, and that is why I chose 33 days with you guys. If we could start, I'm going to start all of them with 3 breathing. We're going to breathe in through our nose and out through our mouth. And I know for a fact from my own personal experience that breath is the easiest, fastest way for you to calm your mind, to calm your heart, and to truly connect with who you really are. And in yoga, they do this thing like this when they do ohms or whatever. I like to do it because my whole thing is moving from our head, which spins and kind of screws us, to our heart, to our soul, to who we truly are. That is where the good stuff is. And this is what we're going to connect to over the next 33 days. So if you would please uncross your legs and put your hands together like this. And we're going to put our hand right here, if you're into chakra business or the third eye, or just right in the middle of your forehead, in the thinking, spinning part of your brain. And we're going to just close our eyes and we're going to breathe in. Oh no, yeah, so we're going to breathe in, and then when we breathe out, we're going to come down. When we breathe out through our mouth, so we are really physically moving from our head to our heart. We are setting an intention to get out of here for a minute and to connect to our greatness. So join me with the breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose, and as you're breathing in through your nose this time, think of something you want to release and just let it out through your mouth. That is the fastest and easiest way to get into the present moment, to connect with who you are, and to stop the craziness that we all experience from our minds. Okay, so today's the introduction. Yay! The one I'm the most excited about. Coming home. Coming home, you guys. This, right in the center of your body, near your heart, where I think our soul resides, that is our home. I have a military helicopter passing. Thank you for protecting us, military. So right here in the center of our person, that is where our good stuff is. That is where the magic is. That is when we quiet our mind, we can hear the whispers of our heart, of our soul. And we're going to connect powerfully with this over the next 33 days. Our bodies, our minds, our hearts, this is our primary relationship on the planet. Right here, This is the most important relationship we will ever have on the planet. This is where all the work within is to be done on the planet. How you treat this relationship, how you treat yourself, the time you make for yourself, how dear and gentle you are with yourself, that is how you will be in the world. That is how you will be, how you are with your own personal home, with your own personal relationship, will be mirrored in your life. Every other relationship you have on the planet will reflect your relationship you have right here inside of you. I am really getting, just recently, for the first time, Gandhi's quote, "Be the change you want to see in the world." And I know that that quote is posted all the time and on pretty backgrounds and all over the place, and then we see it, but do you know it to the core of your being what that means? And I promise you by the end of this 33 day you will. Because when we are here, when we are gentle inside of ourselves, when we are making time for ourselves, when we are our best friend, when we treat ourselves as a best friend would treat us, that is where the change is. That is where the magic happens. And when this is good, and this is being cared for, and this is full, and this is being heard, and this is where we're living from, literally that will change the world. As you fill yourself up with self-care and love, that will sprinkle on those around you. And actually, the better you feel and the more you take care of yourself, you're wiping the smudges off of your goggles that you wear every day of your life that were smudged from your childhood. Every day, we're going to be wiping off the goggles. So as this opens, and as we connect, and we clean out, and we love, and we're patient with, and we listen to this is going to look different to us. That is being the change you want to see in the world. I'm going to break this series down to 3 parts. The first one is going to be super cool, and I think it's going to be the most magical part of all 3, and we're going to start it tomorrow. It's called Connecting with Younger You, and we'll get more into what that means tomorrow. But basically, inside of your body is elements of your younger self, and I like to just picture it as my younger self is inside of my body. And my younger self's needs weren't met. She was frustrated, she was pissed, she was neglected, she was hit a little bit too hard. All of those things are still inside of my body. And as we get these adult bodies and adult minds, sometimes we act crazy, or we act ways we don't even know why we're acting that. That's not how we think is right, but we don't know why we're doing it. It's because inside of us, this younger self's needs weren't met. And so we are going to take the first 11 days to connect with our younger self, to hear our younger self, to meet our younger self's needs, and to realize we don't have to want anymore from our parent or wish it could have been different. We can actually be that for ourselves now. We can take care of ourselves. So part 1 is younger you, connecting with younger you. Part 2 is becoming your new best friend. And we will actually change thoughts in our head, which will create new neural pathways to be kind to ourselves. But we are going to become our new best friends, and we're going to think about, how would my friend treat me right now if I was upset like this? Would she say, "You suck, you're a jerk, you're fat, you're stupid, you're not good enough"? I don't think so. She'd probably say, "You're just going through a bumpy time. I'm here for you. How can I help you?" That is who we're going to become for ourselves, our new best friends. And part 3 will be self-care practices. So it's going to go 11, 11, 11, and the last 11 days will be self-care practices where we start implementing these new way of being. So when we end on the 33 days, you are locked and loaded to practice self-care every day of your life. You are going to need a journal for this one, guys, and we're starting journaling tomorrow, and it will be like 2 minutes to 5 minutes. Don't think it's a big deal or overwhelmed. You can do it before bed, you can do it the next day, you can do it later, you can do it right after we're done when it's fresh in your mind. But have a journal and a pen every time that we get together. And anytime you're doing this, I know if you're at work, you're having your lunch break maybe or whatever, or if you're home, try and get a quiet time where you're going to be undisturbed. A lot of people watch it later if they work, right before they go to bed, and they have quiet time, and then they can write in their journal and go to sleep knowing that they're taking care of themselves, which will set you up for some pretty kick-ass dreams, by the way. We're going to be journaling every day. And that's it. I wanted to keep this short and sweet to set up what's coming and to just congratulate you for being here right now. Congratulate you for taking the time out of your to-do lists, your busy moments, the spinning in your brain, the stories that you're holding that aren't real, that are hurting you. Set all that aside, and congratulations for taking this moment with me right now to show up for yourself. You are worth it. And I promise you, you do these 33 days, the world's going to be a little more beautiful because you are going to feel more beauty within you. Dear God, I am grateful that I have been running myself ragged, stopped meditating for a few days or longer than that. My husband's out of town. I've been eating and drinking too much. And honestly, right now, before this, I was beating myself up. And now I'm grateful for it because it put me in the perfect position to not only share this information, but to live it and to heal with it. I ask love and light to be sent to everyone who is watching today or watching later. And I'm so grateful that I have this opportunity to slow down and take care of myself, because I know I am on this planet for a reason and that I am an important person on this planet, and I deserve to be happy and to feel love. Amen. Thank you guys so much for joining me today, and I'm so gosh darn excited. I will see you tomorrow for day number 2. And remember to please have your journal. Oh, and also, if you think about it, see if you can find a picture of yourself that you like when you were younger, and maybe stick that inside of your journal. So find a picture of yourself. If you don't have one, ask an old friend, like my good friend Kim, who watches these, has all the pictures from my childhood, and I don't have any. And she sends me pictures. So think of a friend, a sibling, or whatever, an old yearbook. Find a picture of yourself that warms your heart, but you knew that that little girl needed some love. So when we do look back or close our eyes or picture your younger self later, you have a reference or something already in mind. I will see you tomorrow with your journal. Woo! Bye.